Hey,
Thank
Jason,
you.
so great to see you. How are you?
Oh, not bad. What about you, Bonnie? You good?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much. I love this series. I laughed. I actually cried. It's got a lot of heart. I have to say, it really does. And we know that you developed this character a number of years ago for NBC Sports. How awesome was it for you to take him and really flesh him out in a series?
It was a blast. We did those commercials back in 2013, 2014, and then I believe it was the summer of 2015 that me and my two pals that did the commercials, Joe Kelly and Brendan Hunt, who are
Yeah,
both writer producers on the show. Brendan plays Coach Beard in the commercials and the series. We spent a week at my Olivia and I's place in Brooklyn, and we stayed there and just wrote a pilot and then beat out 6 to 10 episodes, and just
yeah,
to see if it could sustain. And it really flowed out of us, many of the things that we ended up using in the show. And then cut to a whole 2 years later, we finally turned it into a show with plenty of fun things to do in between. But yeah, it's a fun character to write for. It's a fun character to see the world through, and it's a fun character
yes.
to play. It
He
really
is
is.
so optimistic. I mean,
Yeah,
barely anything gets him down. Do you know
yeah.
anybody like that?
I do. I have, believe it or not, through my travels. Yeah, but I think he's the best version of me for sure. It's the person I wish I could be for my partner and my kids and
Yeah.
anybody that has to interact with me on a day-to-day basis. But I don't know. I probably only get there 20% of the time, and even that's sprinkled out as 21% moments throughout a day.
Oh, listen, I'm sure you're a joy to live with, Jason. Come on.
Sure. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it.
How big of a soccer fan are you, really? Because obviously in Europe, I mean, North America, it's important. But boy, did they ever take it seriously in Europe?
Yeah, it's something else over there, and it's a tremendous experience to get to go to one of the matches at any level in any league. The closest experience we have here is like maybe going to see, for me personally, going to see like a basketball game at the University of Kansas in
Yeah,
Lawrence. Just that. I mean, just the chance, the size of it, the scope of it, and I mean the tailgating, but they don't do it in tailgate; they do it in pubs.
yeah,
Yeah, it's really remarkable. And early on, I liked the game, but didn't know much about it, and then learned through playing FIFA at a theater that Brendan and I worked at in Amsterdam called Boom Chicago, and I learned a bunch of the game and an appreciation for it. And then by the time the commercials came out and did well, people would just pepper me, on the streets with questions about who do I like, who do I have this. And then through that, one of the perks was getting to go to matches at at Arsenal or Tottenham, where have you. And yeah, the second you go to one of those games, we were lucky to bring a few of the cast members who had never been. A fellow named Mo, who plays our goalie later in the season,
yeah.
Rowe. He had never been to a match, and we took him to go see Ajax versus Bayern Munich, and he was like, it was an incredible game, and he was just hooked. And so now all my love of soccer is either through when Brendan or Joe tell me that a game's on, television, or
Yeah.
through playing FIFA with friends, especially during the quarantine. It's been one of my biggest, and most beloved social interactions that I get to do.
Amazing. I got to wrap really
Yeah.
quickly, but I have to know, what's your favorite biscuit from London? I love Marks and
I mean,
Spencer's.
see, I don't even know the brands, but you put chocolate chips in anything and I'll eat it. I'm Midwestern as they come.
That's okay. Chocolate chips, they do it for me too, my friend. Next time
What's the
we
one you
meet, I'll
just
make you some.
Please do. Marks and Spencer is the name of it.
Marks and
One
Spencer's, check out their chocolate covered biscuits. My friend,
there we go.
you will never go back. Thank you for this series. I
Yeah.
loved it. It's so wonderful, and always a great opportunity to talk to you, Jason. Take care and stay safe with
Likewise.
the family.
Thanks, Bonnie.
Okay.
Likewise, you too.